Okay, let's start getting this motor torn down. All right, so I place it on this handy little lift for your viewing pleasure. Enjoy. Okay guys, spoiler alert here. Just want to let you know that I did not video taking this whole motor apart. Okay guys, just getting my first look here, making sure I don't see anything that jumps out at me. Just a little bit of surface rust, which is expected after sitting for 40 years. I'll get all that cleaned up in the process, but nothing jumped out. You can see the customer had already started unbolting it, and some of the bolts are gone. So yeah, like I was saying, you'll see some of these bolts are already loose, and then there's a couple in the center that are actually missing. He did start to take it apart 40 years ago, and then life got in the way. Like I said, I didn't film taking it all apart, so we're going to kind of skip to the conclusion. Okay guys, bear with the terrible videoing. I found out what's wrong here with the CB900 custom engine. You look at that one intake valve, I'm sorry, one exhaust valve right here. It's got a chip in it, it's broke off. And then up here in the corner, I'll shine the light on it, there's another hole that was starting. See that little hole there right below the spark plug hole? And I mentioned this to the customer when he dropped it off. It appeared that the head gasket was blown, and now I have evidence of it. You can see this was where it first started. See how the oil streaks are shooting out away from the head, from the pressure? So the head gasket blew. By the looks of the valves, this thing was extremely lean, and it overheated, blew the gasket, and burnt the valves up. That's usually what happens. They get real hot, and the pressure of the spring slamming shut will snap them things right off like they're nothing. And sure enough, just by looking at all the valves here, she was running pretty lean. So the carbs are going to definitely have to be looked at before he puts this back together and running, but we'll go over all that. So yeah, I just popped it off and I sat it up here on this crazy angle to get a look at it, and that's what I found here. Like I said, you can see obvious that the head gasket's blown. Come with me, I'll show you on the motor too. I did have this all set up to shoot some videos, but that didn't all work out, so that's why I got it here. But yeah, you can see this front side right here this is where the gasket blew. Most likely, like I say, probably overheated. I hope the head's not all warped up. I got a bad feeling about that, because that's usually what happens. The head lifts and that's what blows the gasket out. So the crazy thing is, this is a cylinder, and so far I have not found the valve piece. You usually don't. It usually will shoot out the exhaust when it opens back up. So anyway, I'm going to pull these cylinders off of here, and then we'll see if we got any damage to the cylinders. We could have warpage on the head and the cylinders. We'll have to see what's going on there. Stay tuned. Okay guys, camera's not going to cooperate, but the cylinder actually looks really good. All of them do. They still got the cross hatching all the way through. I will be roughing them up a little bit when I put the new rings in so they'll seat, but it did not tear the cylinder up at all. I do have a valve stuck open, but I believe that was probably held open. You know, it was in the cam was in the position to hold it open, and I guess over 40 years it's just dry and stuck there. But I'm definitely going to be investigating that and making sure, because if it did overheat, the valves could have been stuck open like that, and the piston might have just smacked it a tiny bit and broke it. I'll know better when I get the pistons all cleaned up too, because you can't really tell right now. So anyway, not a great video, but there's part of our problem, and the head gasket blown was the other problem. Now, this is all speculation because I'm not sure, but those valves do look like it was running a little bit lean, and that would definitely cause it to heat up and blow the gasket and screw the valves up. So that's my guess. But anyway, there we go. Now I know what I'm in store for, and we'll start getting this thing straightened out and back together.